Okay, everything else should be good to go, so 3, 2, 1, go. If you haven't played the game yet, this intro is going to make a whole lot of sense. Just gather from this, color is gone from the world. Here I am holding left and right on, or rather left on the analog stick, right on the D-pad, and this lets me run to the right and immediately turn around and backdash to the right. It only works going in that direction. You can't do the same thing to the left. And you actually have to start pressing left before right. Backdash kind of tends to get stuck on corners a bit. Let's see. You can actually move during this cutscene here. So I made it all the way to the wall there. You technically can break the wall and move to the next screen while the camera is stuck, but it seems kind of picky if it decides to happen sometimes. I don't know. I probably need to create a proper setup or something. This fight here is unwinnable. We just have to wait this out. Even if an attack missed me, it's only time-based. And that's not the end of the run. We're still going. This is just the beginning. Because in comes a floating teddy bear. Happino here is going to give us a hug. She's going to heal us up and bring color back to the world. So with Happino, we can shoot projectiles, which consumes that blue light bar up there. But the light bar is also depleted when we take damage. The light bar is recovered by hitting things, killing enemies, as well as hugging. But if we get hit when we don't have light, we then lose a hit point, one of those red diamonds over there on the top left. And the only way to recover hit points is to save. Is to use a save point. Backdashes kind of get stuck on corners sometimes. So I try to avoid that. These red lumps here are just for recovering light. Oh, couldn't make that. Here I'm going to pick up Whirlwind Strike, which is a charge slash. It's technically optional. You don't need it to beat the game, but as you will see, it's quite useful. That's a save point over there. We don't need it right now. So we have a little bit of a mini-boss here. Are you familiar with the Great Armor in Aria Sorrow? Then you can know we can't hit through that thing's shield. Instead, we kind of have to poke at its toes. That's the only part here that's vulnerable. Technically, you can hit it in the head with parts of the Whirlwind Strike, but it is very unreliable. So I'm not going to go for it here. It's overall better to just stick with crouch attacks. That should be good there. Whirlwind Strike is really good for breaking those big crystals, which tend to hold very important relics, in this case the Grace of Zeus, which gives Europa's Halberd electric elemental strikes, color-coded by yellow things. So anything with the yellow outline will be vulnerable to that, such as these switches. Can poke at those switches from above. And there I could mention, backdashing off of ledges does give you a bit of a boost. There I use Whirlwind Strike to skip having to wait for a long platform cycle. Here, I'm going to be a little aggressive here. Worth it. With the Dwarven Guard, you really don't want the spin move because it's very hard to get consistent damage in. He moves around too much. So I decided to play it risky there. With Grace of Zeus, we can now activate this elevator. It's just going to be a little shortcut back up to reduce the backtrack here. Because if you were observant, you would have noticed those yellow switches I passed earlier on. Well, I can activate them now. And that will get us out of Sector A. These red lumps are pretty much only here for you to recover light from. Is their express purpose. So a quick trip here will bring us to Sector C, not B. So here we are going to meet a ghost, or spirit, as the game is referring to it. she will give us Radical Acceptance, which is a different way to recover our light. When we run out of light, a timed button prompt will appear, and if we succeed in it, we will recover some of our light. The drawback is if you use it repeatedly, the timing window will get stricter, and the amount of light you gain back will decrease. As you could probably see there, it's getting very strict now. It does, you know, over time, it will reset back to its initial value. Don't quite know the timing of it yet. So this is area B. I thought I was going to get hit by that projectile. Max height jump, you can kind of tag that switch from below, from the bottom. And with this boss, we want a 2-cycle. I think we're good. No, I'm not. Okay, I missed the, I missed it. Yeah, it was just a little short there. It's okay. Let's just hope for no extra cycles here. All right. It's not a 2-cycle. So we're going to lose a little bit here. But with that, we're going to get our first new armor, which is the Poseidon armor. This will let Europa move underwater, as well as give the halberd water elemental attacks. It also changes up her strike animations, and these tend to have very good range on them. So much so, this armor kind of becomes my go-to here when it comes to regular combat. I think the range is a very nice, a nice advantage to it. Here we have to detour a little bit for the Pegasus Feather, which is the double jump. Here we're making sure you know your elements. Because now this one has a yellow shield instead of blue. Here we meet one of the artists, Claude. He's going to draw us up a portrait, which is a mini-map of sorts. You know, not unlike Portrait of Ruin on the DS. Here is our first new big movement tool. Siren form, as you can see, gives Europa a mermaid form and a very fast underwater dash. Should not be hitting these depth charges, but what you gonna do? To hit that switch to open the path here. Here, I'm gonna play that safe. Recover a little bit more light there. Beat that laser. And a detour a little here for this. A blue note can be exchanged later on for an upgrade to the light bar. And so this is the boss of the Portrait of Hope. Appropriately, the Shadow of Hope. We're going to start off with a bullet hell section here. Not much to it. Here, I am going to purposely fail the radical acceptance just to get a hug in, because that would recover more light at that point. And uh-oh, there's two more of them. Same thing here. I have enough time to fit it and squeeze in a hug. the third sea serpent is going to try and ram us 8 times. Perfect. And with that, this will give Apino an upgrade. We'll let Apino activate those kinds of switches. If you're wondering why I don't just damage boost through these enemies, they kind of have a wall collision to them. I maybe could have made that laser. Yeah, but they have kind of collision to them, so you can't just walk through them. What's up, Axel? How's it going? Don't worry about that boss door down there. It's not important. This run's going okay so far. Haven't gotten anything too far yet tonight. So we'll see. We'll see if I do any better on this one. I did find one little new strat, actually. Yeah, the switch right before Dwarven Guard, I can hit it from afar with Whirlwind Strike, so I don't have to wait for the long platform cycle. That's like at least 5 seconds right there. Maybe even more. That cycle is long. Yes, that platform. So let's see, Mask of Andros was one of my sour spots in my PB. No meatballs on that one? That's one of the slower attacks it can do. Okay, that fist slam is pretty good. I like that one. That's a little faster. Okay. We got that 3 cycle this time. That's good. And I didn't realize I was on 1 hit point. Then again, I haven't saved all run. And another new armor. The Gaia armor is Plant Elemental. And we'll let Europa move freely through this poison miasma. I'm surprised that that enemy didn't sneak a hit in. Have to duck so I don't hit that enemy, who's immune to regular strikes. Coming up, we're gonna have to make we're making another detour here, because we are locked out without a particular relic. We have to detour up to the top floor here. And I've been playing this long enough, I'm feeling it in my back. Hydrate this, I'll be mad at you later. The upgrade we need here, the Olympian Strike, is a dive kick. Kind of compared to other Metroidvania dive kicks, it is quite a shallow angle. And also has quite a bit of momentum to it. So the only downside is that it has a lot of landing lag. So if you have something to bounce off of before you hit the ground, it's actually a decent movement tool. But we actually need it to proceed here in Area C. Ugh. Baxter got in my way. Ooh, I think... You know what? Something was stuck there, I think. Something in my movement felt a little weird there. I don't know what it was. We have to beat everything in this room to get the way out. But there's also a blue note in here, so I'm taking it. think I have enough time to make this, yeah, to make that timer. I am definitely taking this save room over here. It's definitely risky to still be on 1 HP. And here we meet another artist, Vaughn, or Van. He's going to draw us up a new portrait. As you may surmise, this one is themed around the Gaia armor. We're going to get a new movement tool here, the serpent form. Which lets us move across these specially made tunnels. And also place bombs. And again, it moves quite fast. Surprised I didn't get hit there. Oops, I hit the spikes. There are spikes on the edge of that room. So that room was a puzzle room. We had to turn off the... We had to hit that timer switch to briefly turn off the miasma. So we could hit the 3 switches of each element. Oops. Here, I'm going to detour for another blue note. This is going to be the last one I pick up. Cheeky little shortcut there to skip that right waterfall. And here's our next shadow boss, the Shadow of Despair. It's a big bird. And it just throws the whole kitchen sink at you. It is a bullet hell boss. Including the most random attack, the meteors. Don't worry, failing that is perfectly acceptable. We want a hug there anyway. Down here, this phase is a lot simpler. So hopefully we get a three round here. I almost missed that. Oh wow, that was very close. I did a lot of damage there. That's close to a two-round fight. Wow. Yeah, I did that really well. Another Apino upgrade here. The Claws of Belial give him a shot that crawls along walls, so we can use it for switches like that. And our second portrait's done. So here I am going to detour and turn in those blue notes. The first upgrade does not cost any money. The second one costs 50 coins, which you should be getting along the course of the game by this point. Oh, let me out. So we're pretty much going to go back out the way I came. Oops, that's not the way. No, we are going back to how we got into Area C in the first place. We're actually to come back to Area A, because there are serpent form tunnels that we can use. Thankfully, they are a very quick path over to the other side of the castle. Do have a few waterfalls mixed in, as well as some ample time to dive kick. I'm going to purposely damage boost on that bat to the left, just to get through that particular enemy. Because I guess I didn't mention, if you backdash into an enemy, you don't incur any knockback. But it's with that one enemy, it's hard to actually land on solid ground and get the backdash off before it shoots. So I prefer to take the knockback from the bat. Here, I'm going to do the left and right here. This is a very long, flat platform here. Don't worry about those switches. I don't have to hit them. I could use the extra light there. Blew up that block early. Just to save a little bit of time. This boss Hecate's illusion. It's more about just keeping the flames away from you. We will take damage in the extreme heat. Come on, gotta hit the daggers there. All right. It's low enough health. It needs to double up on its pizzas. Okay, we're gonna have... I think a 3 cycle is normal here. You know, if I can aim... This is gonna be a little dicey here. Okay. Alright. Still 3 cycles. That's good. It almost got a little scary at the end. I kind of took it easy with my refills. And here's our 4th armor. And naturally, it is Fire Elemental. The Helios armor. So yeah, this fire coming down from the ceiling, yeah, we don't have to worry about that anymore. Do have to hit a red switch right there. Okay, I'm not making the same mistake I made last time. I'm gonna hug there. Nice, I didn't take damage from the great armor. Oh, and the crawler's going the wrong way. And to advance, we have to take another detour up to the upper floor for another upgrade. As you can surmise, we need an upgrade to break those kinds of barriers, which is exactly what the Horn of Belial is going to do. Nice, that was a blind refill. And we're done with those. We're already at our 3rd portrait. Claude is back. He's going to draw this one up. And naturally, this one is going to take advantage of the Helios armor and give us an upgrade for it, a movement upgrade. Which, as you can see in my splits, is the Phoenix form. You can float up these fire currents, and also create explosions that can propel Europa upwards. Alright, I'm just gonna take the hit from that explosive. I got that switch for later. In this portrait, you have to go around to the other side to unlock the door to the boss, which we could see already from this side. Wait on this laser. Make that one. I find it more consistent to kill that enemy. Oops. And here's the switch we needed to hit. If there was a way to hit that switch from the left side, we would be skipping all of this. Think it can make that laser? Yeah. We're just going to keep boosting up these meteors. It's always tough to figure out. It's just a little bit longer. I'll top off on light here, though I'm not sure how much I need it for the shadow demise. We're pretty safe for this first part here. These boomerang discs really cannot touch you on the right side, on the far right side of the screen. Only those lasers can. I'm pretty much just exploding whenever I can to try and hit these meteors as soon as possible. Ooh, what was that? I didn't see what hit me there. So I'm gonna have to hug here. Still a 2-cycle every day. The Fang of Belial is going to let our Apino shots create a boomerang projectile the first time they hit something. And those boomerangs can pierce walls, which is mostly important for that kind of switch right there. But also has its uses in combat. Now let's ride the funnel up. Here's our stop. These switches here, I think it's better to go right to left and then come back the way you came. I think that gets into the water a little bit quicker. I was combining quicker and faster for a second, so I got Quister. Oops. How did I not touch those spikes? So we need to activate a lot of elevators to proceed here. And those elevators are off until we hit those generators. So welcome to Elevator World, otherwise known as Sector F, Talos' core. And naturally, they're all color-coded. And we're already at another elevator. Naturally, in a marathon setting, you would be reading donations during this stuff. During these scenes, it only makes sense. Again, can't quite jump over that enemy. So we're just gonna have to defeat it to get past it. Yeah, you can't quite make it before that block reappears. Here we have another red knight, the red shield knight. So we had to hit the time switch to turn off the miasma. So that shutter would open, so we could shoot the switch to move on. And that's another set of generators complete, another elevator to ride. We keep descending. I went for it. Didn't get past that laser. Oops. Alright, we're gonna have to wait on this platform a little bit. I think ended up working out because we dodged that one crystal enemy. I'm going to take the safety save here just in case. It's been a while. Before we can go in this elevator, we have to get past the Locrian Sentinel. This boss is unique because it actually has a rotating weakness. You'll see it's the gem in the center of its head change colors. So once it is vulnerable, we could take advantage of that. Its shots there were green. That's how I knew it was going to do. That's how I knew it was going to be weak to fire. Red would have been weak to water, blue would have been weak to electric, and so on. And that makes it a nice and quick 2-cycle. Probably lost a little bit of time there because of the safety save. But still, nearly a sub-hour Locrian Sentinel. This is getting scary. Don't get much of a breather here. There is another boss pretty quickly coming up. I missed that? Uh-oh. That's scary. Why am I not recharging here? That was nearly bad. I don't know what happened there. This is a scary boss, too. The Heart of Talos. So I'm probably just going to have to take it very defensive here. This is showing where knowing when to use your light offensively or defensively is key. Oh my god, these lasers are so crazy. Not a fan. Wow. That felt rough. But yeah, I definitely had to play it safe there. Only being on 1 HP was super dicey. In fact, I'm saving right now. So I wouldn't be surprised if I lost some time on this split coming up. Yep, there it goes. Where was my jump? I got robbed there. Hold on, we're gonna reset the room. That's better. So, that's unfortunate. But with that, I say the first half of the game is complete. Even though it's really more like 2/3 in the case of this run. Because here in the upper quarters, we have 4 more generators to hit to unlock the way in the center. Each of these generators are in each diagonal here, and they're all blocked by a boss. Whether you go left or right first is really up to you. But whichever one you do, routing comes out better if you do the top boss on that route and then go down to the bottom. Thought Baxter was going to get in my way. He managed not to. Yeah, we're going up here. And I always miss that jump. Game kind of ate my jump there. I think I have time to do a manual refill here. We're going to need a lot of light in this room coming up. It's best to just shoot all the claws along the way. Milesel here is a chess boss. Now, it's unusual to see a rook move that early. And a bishop? Naturally, the pieces are color coordinated. Bishops are tricky. And rooks, for that matter. Ooh, the king is moving already. This is another example of Whirlwind Strike being pretty helpful. I had to see which piece was moving. So I did clear the board, which is not unusual. But that felt like a pretty good fight. Ideally, you would not clear the board, but that is certainly a big source of RNG here. Or luck, as an old man like me might call it. Alright, is Baxter gonna get in my way? Not really. Thankfully, there aren't too many more of them to deal with. Actually, I should be going to the right here. It's going to be the quicker way down. I'm going to use all of Appino's tools here to open the way here. Ah. Just when I thought I made that laser. Open the way out for later. Do not go in that serpent tunnel. That is for the way out. This is Link. Not that one. I got a really weird lag spike there. She is a ninja, so you don't really get a lot of hits in per phase. But if you hit her early enough, she won't actually attack you. Very good. Nice +0. See, that's what that's for. Yep, had to shoot that thing to get it out of the way. That's just to take the hit on purpose. Same thing here. I think I am getting a lag spike of some sort, actually. I'm not going to take that save. We'll take the one in front of Miria instead. Miria can be a scary boss. Oops. Ooh. I did a little funky thing with the load transition there. It's probably just visual. Don't go up. I remember from last time. Don't go up. Ugh, God, these Baxters are in bad positions. Let's reload them. Let's move them out of the way a little bit. Time that jump properly. Don't mind that barrier there. That is optional. It's an optional path, and this Baxter got in my way. They are the peskiest enemies, bar none. We are still going to save in front of Miria. Miria is a very dangerous swordswoman. She has this counterattack, but with the Poseidon armor's long range, we can actually trigger the counter and safely dodge the counterattack. I can hit her with light, but it is, she's that dangerous. And now she's incorporating this dashing counterattack. Oh, here we go. The many, many projectiles. The desperation move. Oh. Uh-oh. I'm out of light. This is scary. Ugh, one hit away. So yeah, that's another very random boss there. My PB had an incredible fight, so it's not surprising that I lost time there. And it might have been just as much from the saving, I guess. Yeah, I'm going to try and dive kick to the left here, because I'll spawn a little bit more on the left side of the screen. And just be right under the serpent tunnel. And for the last of the 4 here, it's going to be a... it looks like a very roundabout path, but it is the way to go. I'm surprised I couldn't make that jump. This one you can jump over. Oh, that platform was in a tough spot, too. That might be more of a global cycle, actually. Don't mind that switch there, you actually don't have to hit that. Hit this switch for later. And here are Nissi and Limo, the slimes. Don't ask me which one's which. We want to concentrate on the mage one first, as it will heal them once they get to low enough HP. And they are immune to light. Not too bad. Let's see if we can gain some time back here. It's not going to be a lot. Yeah, only about 6 seconds. That's the last of the Elite Four, as it were. And we are saving right now. Drathus is the boss we've been unlocking the path for. And he can do some bad things to us. So we're going to take all the precautions. The Drathus has been corrupted by the castle. First, we're going to fight his sword, which likes to stay out of bounds a little bit. This is a pretty dangerous fight here, because ideally, you want to be shooting it. But it will eventually hit you. So again, you just have to be wise about when you decide to shoot. And now for Drathus himself, who is just as dangerous, if not more so. He also has a counterattack like Miria. I like this attack where he shoots bullets. It's a good it's a good time to get some free hits in. As is this move. This attack here is very easy to deal with. Just stay in the center for the first part of it, and then you move to the sides. So that was a very good Drathus fight, actually. I think that's where I split on that. Pretty sure it's a goal no matter what. Oop, I let go of the dialogue there. Alright, this cutscene's gonna get a little sick here. Yeah, just don't mind the text on screen. And with that, we've lost our bear. And therefore, all color. But a new path has been opened. If you're wondering where Area E has been, it's down here. Come on. I wish I could stop backdashing in the wrong direction. So here comes another chase, just like in the beginning of the game. We can't actually move during this cutscene, though. Just have to wait it out as intended. Obviously, don't let it grab you, as that will be a death. we start on the bottom here, because this tunnel is closer to the tunnel we need to get out of here. So hey, Claude and Vaughn are back, and they're going to combine their powers to create one final portrait. However, I'm going to disappoint you, there is no stage here. This is instead a flashback. We learn that Apino was once a boy, and his mother was the ghost. And Auriel has graced us with our final form here. Now this form will let us actually deal with things that we normally need Apino to deal with. Regular attacks can now break crystals. We also gain access to a very fast dash mechanic. Our light recovers incredibly quickly. And we do have a full screen light blast. As you see here. It does use up a lot of light, but we can make it back pretty easily. Should have been charging ahead of time there. Oh and yes, during the dash we do deal contact damage as well. Oop, I missed that jump. Just jump over that enemy. With this, we can access the very top of the Castle of Talos, the Observatory, which will lead us to the final boss fight with Belial. The observatory is a very large climb. It is going to incorporate all the different movement methods we've seen so far. But generally, you kind of want to stick to... why can't I get this jump? There we go. You want to stick to waterfalls as much as you can. Say hi to Mike and Riley, everyone. These are all backer portraits here. Shoot. There we go. Just little skips like that. And we are going to save at the final boss fight. As you can see, there's a lot of time save possible here because I died here in my PB. Lyle has a lot of tricks up his sleeve. And for a few of these phases, he's going to be up in the air a whole bunch, which I think makes Whirlwind Strike a very preferable way to fight him. Okay, respect the cross lasers. Again, respect the cross lasers. And respect this move. The frisbees. Okay, we're into the next form. He's flying now. Again, respect the lasers. Alright. Phase 2 was pretty good, but this is the final phase here. And again, this is where he throws the really dangerous stuff in. Just break one sphere of the projectile, respect the frisbees, these cross lasers you could just kind of take the hits from. All right, we in there. He is done. And on the fade out, time. Woo, boy. I didn't think I would get there so quick. My goal was 135 and I smushed it. Oh my goodness. That's what happens when you don't die. It looked a little dicey there. I actually lost a hit point. I was getting a little scared. But yeah. Yeah, new recce. Holy cow. And I know there were some ugly points along the way, but yeah, wow, just this is some amazing progression I've got so far right now. It's scary. I mean, wow. Whew.